Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry for the little delay and lag. Hopefully you will be having a very clear view now. So thank you for everyone who rejoined us. We were on design number 3. Let me know if you guys are okay and if everything looks clear. It should be fine now. Yay! Yes, this is part 2 of our live for today. Oh, I'm so happy you all are back. Yes, wonderful. Okay. Sorry, my internet router was unplugged. I have 2 routers, so I have a special router just for this room. I think my pup got a hold of something he wasn't supposed to. But yes, we are making lemonade out of internet lemons. Okay, so we were talking about this design earlier. So as you can see, we can use it at the base of the nail. And for those of you, I know George is so naughty. For those of you who didn't know, you can flip around the square type French for square cuticle lines. If you have a rounded cuticle line, like my index finger, you can use one of these designs, or you could probably get away using the square, but it just might mean that parts of the corners are going to be cut off. So I highly recommend trying that out because it's very easy and it's a fun way to kind of spice up your manicure. Okay, so let's talk about the 4th way to use the design. I am going to select, I like this little star, that's so cute. I'm going to select this design here, and then I'm using Dusk B300. This is one of my favorite blues. It just stamps so well, and it's such a nice color. Yay, I'm so happy that everyone's back with us. Oh, whoa. Where am I going? Okay, so remove any of the excess with your stamper, your scraper card, and then instead of doing this design straight on, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna angle it so that you have an angled French instead. So this can be like a fun swoop design. Some people like that, and I think there's lots of really fun things you can do with that. Oh, no, I can't tell you anything about the free gift, Jennifer. It's a secret even from me. So you can try doing the swoop, and that one is also very simple to achieve. So another way you can use this design is, or this plate, you can either use these pieces to create, let me show you, some fun stripes. Okay, wish me luck with this, because it's about to get a bit more complex. Okay, I have to prep my stamper and everything. So we have to bring out the big stamper for this. I'm bringing out my monocle because I think that's the only way I'll be able to pull this off. Where should I start? I think I'll start here. Okay, I'm going to use cherry bomb, and then we are going to create a pattern. So remove any excess here. Then you can go ahead and stamp this. You could leave this design just like this if you want. You don't even have to add any more. However, if you want, you can make your life harder and we can create a really cool pattern. So let me grab a cotton pad so that way I can clean this off. So now I'm gonna take, actually, I was gonna use green, but I think I wanna use white. So now you're gonna just take white, scrape, pick up, remove any excess. And then stamp the design. And now we're gonna go back and do it again with the red. So hopefully your nails aren't too wide, because if so, then this should be easier for you. For those of you who have really wide nails, this might take a little bit of time. But it's a lot easier to accomplish when you're using the monocle stamper. Again, we love the monocle stamper for long, thin lines. Any kind of straight line designs, or even like buffet style designs work really well with the monocle. I see a lot of people asking questions about the deal. So if you spend $30 or more, you'll get a free gift for our Cyber Monday deal. So make sure you take advantage of our Cyber Monday deal so you can get a free gift. So we created a stripe design all across the nail. However, you could even switch it up and do each line different if you wanted, but I figured we aren't going to go that deep. I think you could kind of figure it out on your own. We're asking what something is in Hawaiian. So these are the 5 different designs. So again, you can create all sorts of things. You'd be surprised how many different ways you can use this plate. Because for example, I could also do this in a horizontal direction. You could even do it as diagonal. So you could make like ugly sweater nails if you wanted, or a cute Christmas sweater. There are many, many different ways. And then, let's see. I think I kind of already showed you the ways that we wanted to work with this plate, but I think there's a few more ways. Okay, I feel like we can double up on some of these designs, so that way we can add more color, add more details if you want. Let's see. So let me clean the plate off, and then I will show you guys other ways that you can use this. So I feel like one of the easiest ways to change up the designs is to just continue to double stamp. So for example, I'm gonna use this blue. On the French tip design, would it be tacky to do double top and bottom of the nail? Oh, on this one? So, or the green one? Because we can find out together. So I have an idea for this one. Okay, so we're gonna take this design. We stamped it earlier with the color dusk, but now I want to add a little sparkle. So I'm just gonna try and do that again. Now, had I not got the wiggles, I think this would have been perfect. So then now you have a really nice side French or angled French. And you can do a lot of different layering options with this. Not layering as in layering one design over another, but layering one design next to it. I saw someone asking about if we could stamp the top and bottom. Let's find out. I'm going to stamp the bottom in green. And I think I'm going to keep it the same color just so that way it doesn't get super, I don't know what the word is. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so you can do top and bottom 2 different ways, I think. I see a lot of comments about different languages. Might have missed something. For those of you who are curious about Hawaiian language, Hawaiian is not commonly spoken in the islands of Hawaii. There's only one island where it's more commonly spoken or fluently spoken. And part of that has to do with colonization. But we can save that for another day. Okay, so look. This is the way that we can like double up. So for example, if you wanted, you could do a little, like a little half moon almost design or like border around the cuticle line, and that could be really cute. And you could also do something up top and have like a double, like it's almost like a double French, even though it's not, if that makes sense. Or you could just do it so that way it's only here at the bottom. So again, lots and lots of options. Now, I think there is another way that we could do it where we could flip both of them around and kind of make it look more like, how would you say, like make it look more like an oval. Yes, we can make it look like a wreath. Yep, exactly what Tiana's explaining. So when the island was overthrown, Hawaiian language and dances, or like hula, was outlawed. It gets much deeper than that, but in short, that is the brief the brief way of explaining it. So that's part of the reason why a lot of people who are part Hawaiian, like myself, don't speak Hawaiian fluently, because I think like my great-grandparents weren't allowed to speak it, which wasn't that long ago. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sponge this. So I'm just gonna use that pretty blue. So this is Droplet. I'm just gonna sponge this on so that way we can quickly get a base on and I can focus on the next design. Yeah, I know, that's a lot of local people. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sponge one more layer. It's funny to have this conversation at the same time talking about Christmas. And then also catching bits and pieces. But that's how life is. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and apply blue all over the nail. Now we're going to try do that wreath design that we were talking about, where we're going to have the top and bottom. So we're only supposed to do 5 designs. We went ahead and did like 1, if we count this as a double design, that's like 2, that's another double design, so that's 2. We're on like the like the 8th design, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna use these 2 designs here, and let's try. I think it might be easier to use this wider design at the base of the nail, and then we're going to use the smaller design at the tip, and we'll see if it works as a frame or like a wreath, how you all mentioned earlier. Okay. So try and line this up in the center if possible. Then I'm even gonna see if I can pull this upwards. So I don't know if you guys caught that, but when I, here, let me clean off the snapper before I do this trick again. So I centered this part and I use that as my anchor. So when I did that, I pushed down here and then I kind of squished the stamper upwards. So it was like down and up, but I didn't let go of the pressure at the base. So when I had this little star stamped, then I pushed upwards. So that way I could create more of the wreath effect. Now you're gonna go ahead and use, oh, I didn't tell you guys what I was using before, Spikes B464. And then you're gonna take the smaller design in that pair, and we're gonna use that for the tip. Or I guess you could just use the same design if you want. You don't have to switch to the smaller one, but I decided to switch to the smaller one. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna that's not looking exactly the way I want it to. All right, before I stamp this, let's switch it out and actually do the bigger design. I think maybe that'll be easier for us to create a nice wreath. So right now we're just kind of going off the cuff. I think we got off the cuff after the 5th design. Yes, this stamper is super cute, and it was a part of our Christmas, not our Mani by Me Christmas box, but we had another little Christmas box. So let's see what it looks like now. Okay, maybe I'm gonna try and drag this down a bit. Okay, so this is what it looks like when we have the design go all around the nail. Granted, I did wobble a little bit here, so we may have been off the cuff before the 5th design. Honestly, it feels like it sometimes. Yes, so this is now like a picture frame. You can fill it with words or some kind of cute, design that you want, a star, whatever, snowflake. So there are lots of different ways you can work this. Yes, exactly, a snowflake right in the middle. Fortunately, I don't think I have one big enough here. Oh, well, okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe I do have a big one that'll fit right in the middle. So yes, now you know another way you can use this plate. You can use it to make frames, and honestly, I think you would be able to do that with all of the French plates. Oh gosh, let's hope that this design doesn't dry. Now we have a snowflake in the center. So you could do a really big snowflake if you want. You could add more designs or little dots. You could take a dotting tool and add little, like, tiny snowflakes. I'm so happy you guys like this. Yeah, that's another way. I know, right? There's a million ways you could use this. And the cool thing is, I just realized now, this band with the snowflakes, we could definitely use it to kind of be individual designs or accent designs. Definitely worth getting. So if you guys are looking for a good winter plate that is simple and easy to use, I highly recommend you check this one out. Aw, thanks, Grandma Mimsy. Can stamping work on top coat? Yes, it can, but you're gonna need to move very quickly. Something about like matte, I feel like it makes it harder for the polish to stick to sometimes. So I feel like the dry time, or like the time that you have to transfer the design, needs to be faster. Yes, you can use this polish for literally any season, anytime. It's a very versatile gray. Okay, so I think I know everybody's favorite design is probably this one. I was gonna ask you guys which is your favorite, but I think it's pretty clear. It's probably this design. And yeah, that was pretty much it for today's live. Tiana, did we answer all the questions that is stamping related? I saw lots of discussions about all sorts of interesting things. The vertical one? Yeah, the vertical one is fun. I like the fact that you can basically create your own sweater design. A sticky base coat that's matte. How would that work? Definitely the last one. I love them all because it's French. Oh, yay. I know that this was a new way. I didn't even think about using the plate like this. So you guys gave me a great idea. The angled French. Yeah, we saw some really interesting tricks. I mean, again, it's funny because I'll come into the live with like ideas of my own, and then you guys will have your little comments and then give me even more ideas. The vertical and the fifth. Okay. I see. Oh, I know, Tracy. I wish we could ship some of these items to the US or the UK too. Shipping is insanely expensive. And I know all about it because we live in Hawaii and shipping is the worst here. Well, thank you so much, everyone who joined us for the live, and thank you for your patience while I was trying to work out some technical difficulties. And I'm happy that we could go on another nail stamping journey with all of you and discover something new. So have a great week, everyone, and Tiana will be helping, or I will be helping out on the live next week, and Tiana will be sharing another fun thing with you. I'm so excited to see what she is going to be sharing with you guys. Okay, talk to you later, everybody. Bye.